Whoa. Man, y'all, cut off this fan. Man, y'all, damn. I just woke up, man. Just had this crazy ass fucking dream, dude. I don't know if this finna happen to me, but it's finna happen to somebody. Oh, girl. Man, I just had this fucked up ass dream, dog. I don't know if this shit finna happen to me or it's finna happen to somebody. You can hear me? Your baby daddy in it. Man, dog, this first it started off. I was at one of the house parties in Milwaukee around my cousin. You know, I'm just with my cousin and we kicking it and stuff. And then you know how you got your long distance cousin to your cousin, but it really ain't. You know, you don't really be you know cool with them like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't real close to them. Then then me and him got the fist fighting. He, yeah, me and my cousin got the fist fighting. Guess who my cousin was in my dream? Famous Dex, the rapper from Chicago. Yeah, but he was like the long distance cousin. I don't even listen to Famous Dex. So me and him get to fighting, right? But Famous Dex is like even though he my cousin, but he connected this in my dream though. He connected with a lot of people. So after we left, because we was at their house, after we left, I got my kids and stuff, we left. Then after that, I ain't no longer see my kids after we got in the car. By the time I get home, people was coming from everywhere in my window upstairs, shooting at me, shooting me. Right? They shot me like 100 sometimes, like shooting me. They come everywhere shooting me, right? Then I didn't die, nothing. So somebody they one of my other cousins came and got me from over there. And you won't believe, came and got me over there, took me to their house. And one of my cousins was talking to somebody else that was trying to save me. You know, they were trying to hide me. And they was like, man, I don't care where he go. Man, they coming to get him. They gonna kill him. They gonna kill him. That's what my cousin was telling my uncles them that was trying to hide me. And before you know it, guess who pulled up, jumping at me. Me and him got to fighting. Roy. Me and him got to fighting. Me and him got to fight. I got bullet holes in me and everything. I'm beating him up. He pulled out a gun, shooting me.
What?
Shooting me right there in my dream. I closed my eyes like I'm dead. And all I could hear Wardy doing is laughing, like, yeah, he stood there for like 5 minutes laughing at me while I'm dead. Like, after he got done shooting me up. Then after that,
Mm.
I got shot 3 different times.
What the hell?
Then after that, so it's like another scene just popped up. They took me somewhere else and tried to hide me. And somebody came up there, just unloaded the clip, like, just it wasn't like I'm not getting hit. I'm getting hit with a whole bunch of bullets.
Oh my God, that's
They was
crazy.
coming from the windows. They was busting in the door. Everybody shooting at me, shooting me. This I just woke up about 3 minutes ago, checking my body and everything, thinking I'm shot up. What you think that mean?
I don't know. Probably just some spirit. You know, you gotta protect yourself. Sometimes it just be like some people think spirits is messages, and sometimes it's based off of how we feel about the outside world.
Man, this shit
But
is
some dreams do send little messages. It could just be that you got to be careful with your surroundings, family, friends, everybody. Like when you go into like big crowds like that.
the all of this really started is like it was like they all had extreme envious and jealousy of me. I think that was the whole message of everything.
Yeah.
Because in my dream, it felt like I was like became like big dog or something. So it started off with me and my cousin. And since I won the fight, he couldn't take it. And it was like everybody was like extremely like envious and jealous of me. That was like the real message that I seen throughout my dream. But they don't tell you that they jealous of you. You just don't know. It's like this. How can I put it? In my dream, it's like you can start. You were seeing it. The crazy thing, these were the closest people to me that was jealous of me.
Where you have to be like, I've been having weird dreams lately, so it just be stuff I can't make out. It has been some dreams where I feel like, for whatever reason, the police was coming after me and stuff. Um, and I think that was before that stuff they showed up. Sometimes it mean a spiritual attack. Like people sending you the evil eye. It don't necessarily got to be those people in your dream, but it can be like those people representing somebody. Those spirits is representing, you know, those people representing the spirit, like, that's attacking you basically. They're sent by somebody.
Man, I'm kind of I'm a little bit scared. Like I can't even move. I just woke up. I'm on live right now.
Well, you felt like it was real.
Man, it feels so real. I think in my dream this gonna happen to somebody. Because usually every time I had these type of dreams, like remember my cousins, they all got shot down the same way that I'm talking about.
Yeah. I had some dreams like that was weird like that lately too, like where for whatever reason I'm just having a good time and out of nowhere somebody like sick something on me, like a person or sick like the police on me to where they like, oh, we getting you locked up. And I'll be like, what? For what? What did I do? Then I'll find myself to where the police really chasing me. I had a dream I had to go in some house and hide. It was weird.
Yes, it's either most of my dreams be I'm getting shot up. In my dream this time, War was the one that really like where I had to my eyes closed and all I could hear, only thing I could hear is him laughing at he shot me.
Mm-mm.
He had on like a little body, like a workout bodysuit, you know, the little crunchy looking, the crunchy feel type of suit.
What?
Yeah,
What?
he hopped out the
You mean
car.
like a sweatsuit?
Yeah, like a sweatsuit. He hopped out the car. He was like, "What's up now? What's up?" Right after my cousin said, "Man, no matter where he go, no, right after my cousin telling my uncle, no matter where he go, they coming for him." Then I look up,
Yeah.
Roy popping out the car, like, "What up now? What up now?" It was another dude with him, but all I remember is Roy. He coming up there, "What up now? What up now?" Me and him get to start fighting. I'm whooping him. It seemed like he was just waiting for me, like, to put my hands on him so he could get ample enough to shoot me. And then he shot me. I just laid down on the ground. After he shot me, I laid down on the ground. He kept on boom, 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 boom. I'm talking about empty the whole clip in me. I'm feeling my body jumping. Then my eyes just closed down like I was gone. And all I could hear is word he like laughing.
Mm-mm.
It was like so many people. It was so many people like every time they were shooting me, it was like a jealous, like everybody was like seemed like they were jealous of me for whatever reason. I didn't know why.
Really, I don't like scary dreams like that. Or people
I
just
think I need to stop
watching me.
posting on YouTube what I'm doing. Her phone died. I think, man, I need to quit posting what I'm doing on, YouTube, far as like my food truck and shit like that. Because although people, it's easy to say, man, we proud of you, we proud of you, or certain people, it's a message for somebody else. Hello,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
my phone. Other phone.
I think I need to stop posting like me, showing my food truck coming along, everything going good and stuff like that. Because I truly believe, or this could be for a message for somebody else, like they fucking with the wrong person. It's somebody out there that know me, that I know real good, is fucking with somebody that they don't know who they fucking with.
It could be that those are just your worries, like the things that you worried about, stress and all of that can cause that, especially like a lucid dream like that. But I got it to where whenever I'm feeling uncomfortable in the dream and I notice it, like, wait, this can't be real, I instantly tell myself, like, wake up, get out of this. Or it's like I train my body to just, like, to wake up. And I've been doing it lately. And sometimes I want to approach them, like, approach the situation, like, try to control it, like, control the narrative to where I'm like, not so scared of running because I can control that part. Like I really be running, like I'm running for my life. But I want to approach it next time. Like why is this happening to me? Like stand up for myself, you know. And I think that's like another thing too, like um, fighting back in your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you think you outnumber or you can't, like try to like do something. But stuff like that sound like a lucid dream, but it don't sound like one that you can control the narrative. So I've been training myself pretty well. Whenever it feels uncomfortable,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be like, "Oh, this ain't." I'll be like, "This ain't me. This not real." I get to looking around like, "Hold on,
See,
like is this real?"
see, in this dream, usually I had dreams where I could just wake myself out of it. In this dream, it didn't feel like no dream.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking like I'm in a dream. My thing is, I was at a party. How the fuck famous Dex become my long distance cousin? I don't even listen to his music or nothing. But me and him got to fighting. Me and him got to fighting out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, cuz, why you want to fight? What the fuck going on with you? And him and his mama, which is supposed to be my auntie, she was like, go and get him. Whoop his ass, baby, whoop his ass. And then I tore his ass up.
And I hate fights in dreams because in my dreams when I be trying to fuck somebody up, it don't be doing it how I want to. It's like when I'm really trying to hurt them, it started going slow. And I'm like, why is this like go crazy? But those are just energies. It could be people, but you might not know exactly who these people are. Just
Yeah,
sending you uh, energy, basically.
yeah, because after that, even all my blood family, everybody, every time they come and see me or look at me, they look at me like staring like for a long time, like everybody know I'm finna get killed.
This is the dream or real life?
This is the dream.
Oh, that they were there, like, oh yeah.
They walking, they like, man, you be good, cuz you all right, cuz you be good. Cause the dream will go back us being normal. It's like weird, but then they'd turn back, look at me and stare for a long time.
Yeah. A lot of times, like, I have some weird dreams too, like where I wasn't sure because it's this thing that's called astral projection. And sometimes the way how my dreams is, it wasn't normal. Like, it's like I was snapping out of my dream. I was aware of my dream. And sometimes I was able to control things like go against the grain. There was
Mm-hmm.
this one time, it was like I was in a school and one of the people was like, you need to hide. Like, you need to dim your light because they going to see you. And I'm like, what you mean? So I'm looking around. Everybody looks normal like me and you, but it's dark. It's dim in this building, in this like school-like setting. But it's like we in the building and we not allowed to go outside for whatever reason. But for some reason, I'm glowing. Like my glow is different than everybody. Like I'm a different. Like I got a shine to me, like a light on me. And it was like you need to figure out how to calm your energy down or something. You can't allow them to see you right now. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, man, if he see you, he gonna get mad. And he was like, we don't want to see him mad. Like everybody was just seeming normal, but they was like seeming bored and stuff. Like kind of like they was just like, they was looking at me scared though. Like, like something was gonna happen to me. And so then somebody ran and got this man and was trying to lead him to me and somebody was really trying to help me. Like, here, come, let's hide. And then some of the people in the room was trying to help hide me. And it was like, just dim your light, dim your light. And I was like, how do I get out of here? I gotta go. And I just balled up. I went in like some closet. And he was like, just lower your energy, lower your energy. And what I started doing was wishing that I wasn't there. I'm like, please wake up, please wake up. I don't want him to find me, whoever this man was, because I could feel his energy getting close, like it was some negative energy, like a demon or something coming for me. And then it was another dream before that, some similar. And I felt like we was in some camp. It was like a school like setting. We wasn't allowed to go outside. It seemed like jail, but it wasn't. And I was asking everybody, like, why is we here? And they was like, well, you just got to listen to him or, it's going to be bad for you. Just go with the flow, play the game. And I was like, play what game? They was like, just play along or you going to get us all in trouble. So some of them was telling me, like, what one of us do is depending on everybody's life. And it got to the point where I didn't care because they let us go outside for a little bit. They was like, just don't go across that line. Don't go over there. And I seen we like on some playground. And I'm like, why we can't go over there? They was like, don't ask too many questions because, the people that's watching, they'll get mad and we all gonna get in trouble. Like, we all can die. And I was like, well, we all need to stand up and fight. They ain't gonna kill us all. They got us here for a reason. And so I wanted to know that. And this one lady, she was like, come on, come over here, she was like, come on, come into the light. You have to come over here. Like, and it was people like trying to like stop her from talking to us, like some type of security. And she was like, they lying to you. You have to get away. Like, I got away. I broke away. And I'm like, damn, she said she got away and she good. They weren't trying to hurt this lady. They couldn't touch her. And she had a glow to her. Like, she had a light to her. But at this time, I wasn't glowing. It's like we was like gray people. And I just remember, I'm like, man, I got to get to cross this line on this sidewalk. And once I got the freedom, I broke free and I was running. And it was so bright on the other side. Like, it was so bright, like down the street and stuff. And it just looked like a peaceful place. Like, and I could feel the energy. Like, oh, it was like I felt so free. It was like a scary feeling when I was on the other side, but I wasn't fearing for my life. It just felt dark, low. I can't explain it, but
yeah,
I guess to say I felt like it's not nasty, like, oh, I'm dirty, but my soul, my spirit felt nasty. Like, it just felt nasty, like dark. Mm-hmm. Like I could be there and I just felt like my skin was crawling. I just felt like low. And then once I got over there, I felt free, like I felt light. Like my body felt light and I was running fast and I was like, as I was running, I was like floating in a way. Like, kind of like as I'm running, I'm leaping, like my body had like a bounce, like I could bounce or whatever, like I was just light as a feather or something. But it felt so good and I was like, oh my God, I made it. And I just remember like in a dream, like crying with joy. And then I woke up. And so I just looked at it. It's something I have to break out of. Like, you're going to be under a spiritual attack, especially when good things coming, going for you, you're going to be tested. And sometimes those spirits will go out their way and they'll come through people, kids, mom, dad, friends. It don't matter. They're going to come through people. Like, and you
practice this type of stuff. That's why I call you. What do you do with cards?
I don't practice this type of stuff. I'm aware of it. I'm aware I had experiences.
No, remember you said you was gonna do something with start a YouTube channel doing something with cards.
Oh, Terry.
What is it, Tyrese?
Terry.
Parrot.
Some people call it Tarot. Terry.
Oh, Perro.
Yeah, Tarot. They have different names, but some people speak bad about it. That's because they don't know what it is. So when people ain't educated enough, I don't speak to them about certain stuff. Like I learned to not talk about certain things with them because they believe what they want. Just like how they'll tell me about the Bible, and I'll find out I know more about the Bible than they do. And this is not something I study or read from on a daily basis, but it's certain information they lack, and that's what words mean. So I try to stay away from conversations with those people. Now, if they interested, I always tell people, learn on your own, things like that. Learn on your own speed and, trust your heart. Don't just go, oh, well, I've been always taught this. That don't
But
mean it's true.
and you know what? When Roy shot me, right? He was the second one that shot me. After I died in my dream, in the way I felt like I was dead, I feel like I didn't have to worry about dying no more. So I feel I was okay with it. But in my dream, I'm like, damn, where I go from here though? Where I'm okay with dying of life. So, but where do I go from here?
You want to another journey. Sometimes when people die like that in their dream, that means the old you died, and it's the new you being
You
born.
saying like the old me dying and new me been born?
Yes. So it means that, on a spiritual level, you ready for another level. And you will start seeing things differently, feeling things, like you'll start noticing things on a different level. Like I was under spiritual attack. Like I had it was me and this girl, and I saw all this stuff coming right after we were doing Bible study. It was after where we were doing it every day. And she was so obsessed with it, we started getting confused about things. And I told her, I said, no, God will never confuse you. If you got to keep asking, God, is this the right way? God, is that? No, you ask once. And if you don't trust that, it's something in you that's the problem. That means that God is not speaking to you right now. If you got to keep asking and asking, I don't know. You just need to ask one time. And I always pray for like guidance, like lead me here, lead me there, show me in a way that I can understand, or open my eyes more, or things like that. Like, can you clarify this? I'll do it like that. But it got to the point where she lost her mind. She went crazy, and I saw two people do this. Well, actually three. One of them, so they lost their mind. They went fucking nuts, and I warned them. When you go looking for God, you open the door for the devil. You don't have to look for God.
Yeah, because God's already here with you.
Yeah, yes. And they didn't trust that. They didn't trust their own stuff. They didn't trust themselves. They didn't trust the signs, nothing. And it's like they kept digging for something deeper because honestly, you digging for something deeper because you don't believe in God like how you say you do. And so your faith is so weak, you're attracting all these demons and negative energies. Now you speaking to yourself in your head and you think, oh, I know what's going on and this and that, and you don't know shit. And yeah, they can see things, but it's not what they think it is. And they always start off by these conspiracies. Sometimes they right, and a lot of times they not, because they open the door to something. So it may use the truth to trick them. So you might see something like, yeah, that's true. That may seem like, just like how they said, oh, when Jesus come and things like that. I don't go off of this because it's not my belief. Because of you calling somebody a name, and this name was created not too long ago. Well, to us it is. But this wasn't the beginning of the time. In the beginning of the time when the Bible was first created, his name wasn't Jesus. And so a lot of people still praying. How do you don't know what weight that name holds, and you study doing that. Like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. When people started doing that, I started seeing demons. Like, I started getting a spiritual attack, but through people. I wasn't seeing them as figures. It was through people doing things. And whenever I tried to go that route, I had asked God himself to reveal things to me. And he did. He did. And I was at church when it happened. He was like, this not what it seems to be, but know that I'm always here with you and you're protected, but I need you here. Like, I really caught the Holy Spirit, but he was like, just because I'm here doesn't mean this is where, I approve of this place. There was a lot of evil people in that church, and I looked up to a lot of people in that church. I felt like their way was the right way because they remind me of Muslims, but they was Christian. They followed certain laws like Muslims when it came to men and women, but they were Christian.
Man, I'm finna go buy me a whole bunch of guns and bulletproof vests.
You need to know that you're protected.
Niggas ain't finna get off on me like that. At least a fight back. But it was like they was kept coming like roaches.
That means, yeah, sometimes a part of you has to die for a new you to be born.
You said part of me need to die?
Yeah, a part of you has to die for a new you to be born. And that energy, whatever they was attacking, that was like the energy on their level. So you don't have to worry about those type of spirits. You need to keep them away, and you need to let them know, like, I'm protected. I don't got nothing to worry about. But when I see people going crazy, this girl, she kept popping up in my dreams, and in my dreams, she was speaking things on me, like rats and creatures, like dark shadows and stuff. And this is like my best friend, and it was letting me know, watch her, because there's something in her. She allows some spirit in her to try to get me. And because I started telling her, I said, look, I don't need to, keep asking God or keep saying, oh, please, please, please. But if I ask, if I do believe in ask, please, receive. A lot of us go back and can't go out the window looking like, oh God, where is that blessing I asked for? Where is it? You keep looking for it, that means you don't trust him. So if you don't trust God, then hey, these spirits can sense that, and now they easing their way in, and they're going to trick you with other people. People easy to believe in the negative or things like that. If they got something wrong with you, if there's something wrong with you, people will believe you better than believing you if you got clean or you got bounced through all those negative energies. They got to do something nasty about you, like, oh, you have to kill curs or things like that.
People want you right. Like people want they don't want the new me. They still want the old me. They're gonna hold me to
they want the negative you.
The negative me.
When I stopped doing things I didn't want to do, I'm like, feeling like I'm starting to drink more often, and this ain't even me. Like, I wasn't even a drinker. Well, I'm starting to do, like when I was smoking, I'm starting to smoke like this every day. This not me. When I stopped those things and I started detoxing, all those people disappeared. They didn't want to hang around me. They didn't want to do what I want to do. Like, oh, let's go to the park, have a picnic with the kids. I dropped the kids off. Ain't no liquor there. If they want nothing about smoking, drinking, or partying, they didn't want to be a part of it. Like, dang, we just can't go have simple coffee or tea or something. That's like, like they only vibrate on that level. So it's a lot of people like wish that you can, be like that. That's because that's the only way they want to see you.
Yeah, because I think like people already got their mind made up on me. That's even with my real family. Like once when they used to call me into some beef, they automatically expect for me to just go run. But the moment I stop saying, man, I ain't going over there, it's like everybody started saying like fuck me, like looking at me disappointed, and like it be the ones that's extremely close to me. Like somebody said that I'm growing in so many ways and so fast that I can't keep up.
It be like that. And sometimes, it's going to be sad, but it's going to be people that don't want to be around you, or some of those people going to envy you in a way. Like, oh, you think you're too good, and you like, no, it's not that. Sometimes people want to change for the better. Like, what's wrong with me want to do things different? What's wrong with me saying that, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to drink, or...
And you know what? And you know what? It's like people want me to be the same, but when I'm the same, they want to be able to talk about me like, boy, you need to change your life. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. But they don't really want me to change.
like I had a brother like that. And I had to get him away from me because he would come to me at these moments like, oh, I don't got nowhere to go. And, I don't want to sleep in my car. I'm hungry. Even sometimes he'd be like, he hungry. He ain't got no money. I didn't have it. I really didn't have it. Like, I ain't got no steady income. I'm not working or I'm not doing things like I used to. And I'm giving you damn near like part of my last. And I'm like, I really need that back. He ran off, never paid me back. Oh, I'll pay you for staying at your place. Never did that. I never seen a penny. I did his hair. He owed me over $300 and some dollars. But I'm like, after a while, I'm like, you know what? It ain't even about the money. I don't want it. I don't want you around me. I don't want that energy, that spirit. He was taking pictures of me while I'm asleep, sending it to people, talking about me, just trying to create this character. He like wanted people not to like me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you doing this, and I'm barely around these people because he's saying how much love they got for me. They got to the point where they started checking him, and he started getting surprised. Like he stopped. He don't do it no more because he thought like, oh, okay, they gonna ride for her no matter how long they ain't been around her for her. So it is some good people that will stand up for you. But I just felt like, hey, you really going this hard on trying to create this character about me or, get people not to like me. And he was putting a lot of time and energy. Like I told him, if you spend that energy on loving yourself and doing good instead of hating on me, you'll do better in life. Like I told him, I said, you need to be careful when you messing with people that's protected. I always wish good on people. And so he would say, oh, Precious hexed me. No, I didn't hex you, baby. I returned whatever energy you were sending to me, I send it back. Like, if you ever hear me say, I'm going to put a bitch in a jar, I'm putting a motherfucker in a jar, that means that whatever energy they sending me is going to come back to them because that's not my energy. And I don't invite it in. So that's your energy. It belongs to you. So whatever you throwing towards me, it's going to hit you harder. But if you showing me nothing but love, you wishing me well, same thing come to you. Goodness.
That's the same thing that be happening on this YouTube channel. Like people be wishing like you fail, and they be trying to like that. Like they be wishing that I fail. They be trying to paint a false narrative about me. All kinds of little stuff.
Most of the time, it's because they feel like I don't have it. People don't like me no much. I'm not getting this support, or if I
what you say, they be feeling like what?
If they don't got it, and people not supporting them that same way, because sometimes when people feel like they better than you, so they not getting that attention you getting, they feel like you don't deserve it. They're like, well, I deserve it, but I don't feel like this person deserves it. They feel like, how come this person getting this and I'm better than them? Just like how they claim Satan, felt about God creating man and he wanted him to basically bow to Adam, like show him the same love like you would show somebody like that's higher up. And he was like, no, I'm better than him. Why would I do that? Why would I, if it was a bow or kneel, whatever it was, he didn't want to show that love because he felt like he was better than him. And a lot of times it's like that. You have people like that, like, oh, no, why does she deserve it? Why does he deserve it? Like, if anything, I deserve it. They envy that. Like, why not? Why it ain't me and it's them?
See,
like that.
I think I think I'm gonna fall back then, because if people hating on you, this saying where people say if they hating on you, let them hate. I would say, we're in Milwaukee. If they hate you, they gonna come and kill you.
Well, you have to know that you're protected, and you have to always know that. Like, I ain't saying let your guards down, but if you're protected, you don't have to do much. You just, however you pray or however you ask for protection, I would do that. Like, or I would wish them away. Like, no, not today. The negative spirits, them demons, or however you approach them, like, you're not allowed. That energy not allowed in here. And you approach it like that, just like that. But nobody, it'll get tough sometimes because when it get close to home or people that you supposed to be close to, it hit different. And you can't. It takes some time for some people. Like it took me a while to catch on. Basically, it took a while, like for me to like see it for that. Like I was ignoring it, denying. I was in denial. Like no, not this person, not that person. They won't be like that. Yes, they will.
Mm.
And guess what? You will see the same thing they wished on you happen to them, and I've seen it happen to people. And they will come confess and try to apologize and stuff. And I'd be like, damn, you wish that on me? And it will hurt. It will hurt because I'm like, dang, I did nothing but help you. I did nothing but break my back. Why me though?
Yeah,
you take your energy away from them people, you most definitely will see them suffer.
And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? When people see you down, they always gather up and say, "Man, you need to do this for yourself, man. You need to do this and all that." But the moment they start seeing you coming up and you coming up fast, even surpassing them, that's when you can't say the same jokes or whatever like you what once was when you was broke or when you was busted. You can no longer, you got to watch what you say. People gonna be taking what you say extremely 100 times more serious. It's gonna be your family, it's gonna be your close friends. A lot of people will take what you say extremely serious, and you've been saying the same shit in the same tone throughout your whole life.
Why that happened to me? This girl on Facebook got offended because I agreed to. She put something. She posted something, and she was like, and it's somebody who know me well, and she was like, I'm a narcissist. I only care about myself. And I was like, I agree. I said something like that, like I agree, LOL. And she got offended by that to where, her sisters told me, like, I don't know what's going on with her, but she felt like you were throwing shade. And so like you've been throwing shade. So when I went back on the other post, I'm doing nothing but showing this girl love. So I was like, maybe it's something that's been on her heart all this time, but we was just inboxing, joking, and she was saying like, I wouldn't say private, but she was showing, something, a video to me, like, oh, don't laugh at me. And I'm like, why would I do that? And I said, oh, I like this video. It's a good video, So I felt like it was personal, but it wasn't, personal on that level. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, we was just joking around, having a good time. Like, we were just inboxing. So how did she feel I was throwing shade on something I just said, LOL. I said, I agree, LOL. She said, oh, wow, really? It was a joke. No, she said it was a song. And I said, LOL. I said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. And it was a joke. I'm just joking. And she know how I am. Versus what I see other people doing on her page, like coming at her crazy, like disrespectful. But they playing, right? Mm-hmm. I wasn't disrespectful. I just said I agree. And that was the issue. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to unfollow this girl. I can't like nothing. I can't comment on nothing she posted. I'm like, this is the devil. And I'm like, you know what? It comes through different people to try to get a reaction out of you.
Yes, the devil do come through people that you care about.
Yeah, yes.
They start looking different to you. Like when you was younger and stuff, you looked at them and everything was all love and things. But once you start gradually getting older, you start doing your thing, especially when you on the road of coming up or you done came up, the people that was by your side all this time start looking different to you. And it seemed like the devil get in their spirit.
And I reached out. There was something happened to one of my family members, something you aware of. Mm-hmm. And I was warning my family, like, hey, can y'all please help me? This person needs help. We need to get out, get together and, sit this person down and talk to them. They telling me I'm tripping. Oh, you just, you doing too much. Now that all this shit blew up and it's not looking good for them and everything, their whole life is turned upside down. And now y'all see it. Now y'all see the burden I had to deal with. But to me, it wasn't a burden at the time. It became a burden when she turned me out to be the enemy and started telling lies on me. that's when she became a burden. So I stopped helping her. And it got worse for her. It got real bad. But it's like now you know, they don't want to say, they don't want to talk about it anymore. They don't want to say, like, dang, you was right. And guess what? Now they suffering. They got to deal with it, the ups and the downs about this person. And then it's to the point where my dad even acts funny. Like, he want to talk to me, but it's like, he don't. Call me today and be like, hey, person, what's going on? I was like, nothing, just chilling with my baby or whatever. Checking up on laundry. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, I guess his phone number won't work. And I said, oh, it works. It probably was dead. The kids be having it. Then it kind of said, oh, okay. Well, my break's over. I gotta go back to work. Why did you call me if you knew your break was gonna end? That was weird to me. And he's been doing that a lot lately. And I'm like, I don't know if you want to hear something negative, but a lot of times, if it's negative, people will stay on the phone. You having a good day? Oh, they want to hang up. It's good to check on people, but sometimes people don't care if you're doing good and things like that. They just entertained by you going through it. So, but nope, I don't regret not really dealing with those people. I'm a little bit more at peace.
You feel more at peace?
Yeah, but at the time, the whole process, the healing process, I was sad. Because I'm like, wow, you think you're going to have this bond with your family. You think, you think you're doing the right thing, but you aren't. You're just doing it for the wrong people. And I'm just so grateful, and I thank God every day. So I'm grateful every day. I'm always, being grateful for not falling, not going through what they're going through, and seeing things for what it is, because I know when it's my time to really be, get that blessing, this is who God don't want me around. These are the people who that He don't want me sharing it with. These are the people He don't want me to fall victim to or fall for their tricks and manipulation again. Like, He want me to share it with people that deserve it. So I always think about that, like, and I'll be like, I promise I'm not gonna, it ain't about being mean, but it's like, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve what I'm about to get to you.
And my thing is,
I'm not doing it for you to help them. So
my thing is, I hope nobody don't kill me before I get this food truck off the ground.
Don't say that. It ain't that.
I be thinking about stuff like that. I be thinking like, especially when all my cousins got killed. Like, you remember all the times my cousins got killed? Like, in 6 months, 6 of them get killed. So I'm thinking like, man, I hope they don't kill me till my dreams is completed.
That dream you was in, you was at a gathering party somewhere. That means don't surround yourself with those type of people. Even if it's a good, you feel like, oh, you just getting together family time, don't surround yourself with that. Surround yourself with people that, that fit your business plan. Like, oh, people who got a business, people who trying to start a business, people who think like you, people who want to work and hustle for the same thing as you, people who value their family, things like that. The club life, that means stay away from that. Stay away from those party people. It's easy for them to file the judgment. Oh, come on out, celebrate. Or how about you come, celebrate? Ain't nobody cheering you on and celebrating with you on your business and things like that, and being there. Like, when you upgrading yourself, then it's that's the time.
So let me ask you a question. Do you ever wonder why, like, when people be dying, right, out your family, it always be the good people that dies? Do you think they die because God, they are the spirit, they have the spirit of God, they made people feel so special, and when in the world just full with demons, so God say, man, I'm gonna get my people back? Because it seemed like the good people die die early, die young and die early, but the bad people is the planet get left with all the bad people. But it seemed like God take out the ones with the good heart, the good soul, the good spirits. So I believe that, like, Uh, I think I'm gonna die like that because I think when you doing good stuff, when you got like a good heart or whatever, and you get your message out, I think that's we complete our purpose.
Yeah.
To show the world how to treat people and how to be godly. And once you complete your purpose, it's over. Ain't nothing else to be lived for.
Sometimes it be bad to where, I believe it depends also on how you go. I think that if you don't learn your lesson, you can have a tragic death. But sometimes it might be more peaceful, like let's say somebody spoke you or something, but versus somebody in a tragic, accident or they die slow and horrible pain. I think sometimes it's depending on how you go. And I think, yeah, you're right. It does have something to do with your mission is complete, especially when like when my brother left, he was speaking so highly and he was so happy, like he figured it all out. And he was like, everything gonna happen. He was so happy that he found something that he felt like he was going to be doing, but it was with the wrong people. He's like, yeah, I'm about to start this business. We gonna be straight. One step at a time. And but he was also sad about his situation. And but it was like he was happy. He found his peace and his purpose. Like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, and also realizing when you was wrong, forgiving yourself too, forgiving those people who he was very like forgiving. He'll forgive somebody real quick, and I'll be like, hold on, no, you just can't keep allowing them people in your life after they did this. He'll forgive them so quick, and it'll be like they never did anything wrong to him. So he was very forgiving, and I think it got to this point where he felt like, yeah, I did some wrong things in life, and I want to fix that. I don't want to be that person. I want to do this now. I want to give back. I want to be a part of something good. So, and sometimes it's for them to leave that message, leave with a good message. When they leave on a good note like that, it's to also help other people. Like it's also to help those loved ones, those people who was around to remember that. So yeah, especially if they die with, goodness on their heart. They die with, the last time you remember them, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. Is everybody most of the people in my family that had a good heart? I'm afraid like that for my sister Keisha, because she like the one that take care of the family and things like that. I'll be thinking to myself like one of these days she gonna be the next one that we gonna have to cry about, because it seems like all the good people always die first.
Yeah, because sometimes we do have to balance that. That's one thing I don't want to do. Like pass on, like I said, I had told somebody one of my fears is dying of a broken heart. Like, because I am too forgiving, but I don't forget. But sometimes I'm too forgiving to where it takes a lot for me to cut somebody off. But not no more. You can do the smallest thing, and I'll be like, look, they can't, no access to me. I just stay away.
And
Like with my brother, I had to change my numbers because I'm like, if he has access to me, I might say yeah.
right.
But
And you know what?
the love,
Real quick. You know what? This solidifies it when people say love will get you killed. So basically, when you practice in love, from our perspective, it looked like a killing, but from God's perspective, I'm taking love. First, it's almost like God trying to love you. If you don't want God to love you, God just gonna pull back his love. And when God pulled back his love, it's basically like taking the love away and calling love back home, and let the devil stay on the devil's playground, which is called life. So I believe that's probably why people that practice love and the good people, they die early, because love will get you killed. Meaning that
yeah, I learned something new. It was about exactly what you're saying. Like like love will get you killed. It says something that fear is stronger than love. And I had to really think about that. And I'm like, wow, that makes sense. Like some people fear loving, you know. But like they said, fear is stronger than love. That's why some people will cross you just based off the fear of something. But
this crazy. People, I think people will celebrate me when I'm gone though. Like especially on like YouTube, like all of the messages and stuff like that. It won't get taken. It won't get taken seriously until I'm gone, and then people gonna really hear me. Sometimes to be great, you got to die. Just same with Martin Luther King, same with Malcolm X, same with everybody. Tupac, they become great after they die. That's same with your family. Families don't come together till after somebody dead.
yeah.
So I guess death is needed. But I also think that when some people die, it look like the family breaking apart. No, I think they gonna go to their own. They go to their own cliques.
Yeah, like some people don't understand you're supposed to work together, but it just shows who's ready and who's not. And you can't save everybody. So you can just save yourself and the ones that you can save and cherish that. Most of the time, that might just be you and your kids. You know, it might be other people, but a lot of times, the people that you close to and you cherish and that is on that same journey or going to be on that same train, it's like they not close enough. Like they stay far away. And that's how I feel. Like I got people, but they not here. Like I can't, go and take a minute. Like I would have to. They stay miles away. So. But yeah, I don't know.
Man, that was scary. I woke up shaking. I turned on my live like a minute or two after, cause that, and this was just a nap. Usually, when you napping, you don't really get dreams. It seems like this dream's supposed to happen at nighttime, or going into the next day. Well, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you go. I'm sorry that put this spirit off on you.
Oh hell no! You didn't put no spirit off on me. Don't be saying that. I don't claim that. I put this spirit off on you. No, you better fight that spirit. That spirit ain't allowed over here.
I feel, but I woke up and realized I don't got no holes in my body and I'm alive. Shit, you talking about a good feeling?
Yeah, I hate to put this spirit on you. You thought.
That's why I rather
You
like.
block those spirits, those energies. And people be mad when I send that energy back. When I tell you my brother can't keep a job, and I'm like, it's not gonna never get good because you don't apologize to the people that you do wrong. I'm not the only one he did wrong. You don't apologize. He didn't grow up with us either. He had a good life, never suffered, but he envied the bond and things like that. And I'm like,
oh, he didn't suffer with y'all.
He didn't suffer. He didn't grow up with us. He was adopted. He was the only one that was adopted. And he had a good life. And he just, the way he speak, you would be like, damn, he's so ungrateful. He feel like we owe him something. Like everything we do got to be free.
Oh, what's up, the real Pookie?
But it's a lot. So his loyalty not there. But I can never trust this dude in my life. I don't know. When my brother passed, I allowed a lot of people to come back into my life that wasn't that I ain't seen in years. I lost count, like at least like 10 plus years. I haven't been around them, spoke to them, seen them, and now it's like probably only one out of the bunch or two out of the bunch that I'm like, I still talk to now. But out of all my family, I got a big family. Like, it's a lot of us. It's not just people got one, two kids. Like, they got a lot of kids. But I don't know. I just like stay away, stay in my own little bubble, and protect myself.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta cut ties with people to be at peace.
Yeah, and I'm still getting over some things that happened. So my energy was thrown off, and I wasn't like I was happy. You know how happy I was, but then I lost like four important people to me, and it was back to back. And I'm like, oh my God, like why I gotta go through this? It was just back to back, just coming. And I never experienced anything like that before, so it was just hard. So I'm still getting through that. Like, I just want to protect myself because when you're vulnerable, that's when people come around the most, and that's what happened. People used to need helping and giving so much, like, but I just need myself right now. I just need to have that strength for myself. So, like, it's a couple of people have to turn down. They wanted me to help them to get off drugs, but some of these people caused great harm to me, and I couldn't allow them in my space because, you know, you up in here tripping out, talking to yourself, and they was flipping out on me. So I was like, nah, God want me to be a help, but not like this. He let, like, I am a healer, I believe that. But I have to be careful of who I allow close to me. You know, it's not meant for me to heal everybody or accept everybody who need help. Because some of those people, like, they need something else, basically, that I'm just not willing to deal with right now. I don't think, I hate to say it, I don't want to say they not worth it, but I feel selfish. Not even selfish. I feel bad because I don't have the desire to help. Like, they the last people I'll help on earth because I helped them so much. But I don't know. It's like, if you knew what they put me through, you would be like, nah, I wouldn't want to allow this person. But, you know, I tried to help them, but I was like, I just had to turn them down. Like, I can't help you. You know, one of them pulled a gun out on me. And
they pulled a gun out on you?
Yeah, was flipping out in a way. And then they said the gun wasn't loaded, and while the gun was loaded, and then bullet got stuck in the chamber. So I was like, you know what? Damn. I was praying in my head, and I was calm. And my baby was right there, and I'm like, you know what? I know I'm protected. I know this is a lie. I know this ain't going on. But once they got out, I was like, yeah, that's a sign. I'm not gonna help the devil. Can't help no demon. You have to burn. Some people you just can't help. You gotta know who to help and who not. And it's okay to turn people down. It's okay to say no. And that's something I had a problem with, telling people no.
I used to have that problem telling people no. I still do. I still kind of had that problem. Huh?
Sad story, and I'm helping them. Oh, I'm hungry, or I don't have no place to go. It was that I was that gullible. Like, oh, they hungry, they need a place to go. No matter how bad this person was, I was still allowed these type of people. But now I'm like, well, I can give you a resource to the nearest shelter. There's a pantry. That's where I'm at now. I give you the resources, but you can't come in here. But it got like that, and I be, you know, still feel bad for them, but I don't feel sorry for them. I feel bad because I have a good heart. I'm just gonna feel bad regardless. Like, dang, I wish I can help. That's just me. Like, I used to get sad when I couldn't help people, but now it's like, that ain't my problem. You know, they better pray like I'm praying. Everybody not meant to be saved. Just can't go in, you know, Superman saving everybody. No, you only save those who you feel deserve. You know, you gotta be picky. If some people had kids in a situation, and I felt so bad, and I'm like, damn, can't help because I can't deal with their parents. Like, I really can't deal with this big burden right now. These people that stole from me, like, and no.
But this dream, I woke up with so much gratitude though, instantly. Like it make you realize, the stuff that you be see a lot of times we be just living through life, and when obstacles come up, we get to start getting down on life, getting down on ourselves and stuff like that. But then, like, I think with dreams teach you a lesson. It teaches you that you could be in a worse position. And like my dream used to be in prison, being locked up or getting shot at. The fact that I'm alive and I'm free, it made me appreciate all the bad stuff that happened that goes on in life, all my bad predicaments. You know, when you be feeling down, don't you remember every time I get in a position, right, where I'm about to get evicted or even probably losing my kids or something, God come through at it. I don't know how to say last minute, but God, I don't know what to say because it sounds like I'm saying God be coming at the last minute. God be right there and change the whole trajectory. Like when my landlord asked me to leave this month, it's crazy letting our peak game, right? My landlord, because somebody called and kept trying to fuck with me, so my landlord got tired, and my landlord asked me to leave. I begged this man because I didn't know, because I didn't want to go back to Milwaukee. And I couldn't find no place. I'm begging him, like, man, please, please. I don't got nowhere to go with my kids. He wasn't hearing none of that, right? Soon as I found me a place, my landlord came in and told me who was the one, who out the band. And he said, man, I'm gonna rent to you again, man. If you know, if you ever need another place to go, I will re-rent to you. And because I asked him, can I stay another month? Because I was supposed to be gone tomorrow. I was supposed to be out of here tomorrow. He let me stay until I move in my place. So man,
Where was this place? It wasn't in Milwaukee, was it?
huh?
This place ain't in Milwaukee, is it?
No, it's not. It's still out here.
Okay. I said, oh, I can't go back there. Every time I try, something will pop up. Or the place that I'm trying to get, they'll be like, oh, we gave that place away, because they can't hold nothing for you. And I'm like, I want to wait till my lease in, or at least I have to give them like a month or 30 to 60 day notice. I forget, I think it's 60 days, maybe 30. But some of those places, they want the money right up front. So they don't want to hold no place. It's like first come, first serve. So every time I found the place, it was gone. I'm like, it must not be meant. And then if it was a place available, something had happened and I started falling. Like when that girl came up missing and they started finding her body parts. And I'm like, yeah, no, absolutely not. I just can't. And then the places that is available is in the hood. And like, I can't take
Yeah,
that.
shit. Motherfuckers ain't going to Milwaukee in the hood. I don't know why they even rent those houses out.
Like, grew up there, but
Yeah, you grow up there, but I don't think I can last now.
I got kids and I want to be able to walk down the street at
No.
night and not worried about, getting taken advantage of or
If a
robbed.
bullet hit my kid and take my kids out of here, I think if I go to Milwaukee and a bullet hit my kids and take my kids out of here, I'm gonna try my best to find the person who did it, and I'm taking myself out. I won't be able to move. I won't be able to live my life after that. I could never live my. I would go crazy. I would find a person who did it, take them out, and then I had to take myself out. I won't be able to live like that. You done took my baby out of here. I won't be able to live no more. Nothing will amuse me. No food truck, no nothing. My baby gone.
Yeah, and then you can't put them at risk like that. Like I said, it can happen anywhere, but chances are less likely where you are and where I am. Like, it's a low chance, like, it's a good chance that that would never happen. But Milwaukee is a great chance that that will most definitely happen.
Yeah.
You be walking to the store, you ain't got to be in it. You could be at the park. A dude running through the park running from somebody. They don't care. They trying to kill dude.
Yeah.
They don't care if they kill your kids. And then it's too many hit and runs. People getting hit by cars.
Yeah.
Car accidents and hit on the street. Can't even cross the street.
Yeah.
Like,
right. Milwaukee too dangerous for my kids. Like when I be, you don't know, especially like Legacy, like Kendra and Joella, they seem like they look older, they can handle themselves. But like Legacy, she seems so delicate. You know, she seems so fragile, and I be in my mind what I be like if I'm like putting on her coat, I hear her little breathing and stuff like that. I be picturing myself even when I'm walking down the street with my kids. I was walking down the street today, just walking around. I was like, man, we in Milwaukee, man. It's not that safe. And then the first thing you do some of my baby legs. Oh man, not saying that you do something to any one of my kids, but you know I can see Kendra them in a more of a like in a way like they a little bit more protective. But Legacy seems so delicate right now because she's so small and little. She's like a little baby. And somebody, if I was in Milwaukee, something happened to my baby, boy, I won't be able to. I won't be able to function after that.
And that's why I said, like, it'll make it, I don't know what it'll bring out of me, but I don't think I'll be myself. Like, I won't even try to be able to stomach nothing like that. It just make me be like, hey, life's unfair. Like, it'll make me want to take something from somebody, but not like what they took, but it's something different. Like, I won't even go there.
Yeah.
Yes, you will lose your mind. And
yes.
you be calling the police. Like, let's say somebody break into your house, you trying to call the cops. You don't have that time in Milwaukee. Places out here, they gonna come in 5 minutes. So it's like either dude gonna die, whoever come up in here. If somebody come in any place I'm at and they break in, I feel like anybody has the right. Someone breaking your house, you have the right to kill them because why would you chance your life?
Milwaukee, they busting your house so quick.
I'm not gonna. Oh, someone in my house. They coming up.
Ain't no time to call no 911. Only thing.
You better get here because I'm pretty sure somebody gonna have to pick this body up. So.
And once they coming in with guns and they shit out. And now they getting smart. They coming in with 4 or 5 niggas with they got big ass guns.
Yeah, and some people would come. This lady I was watching, she had cameras all over her house. Why her daughter got in late? A dude bum rushed his stuff in, and she thinking nothing of it. She wondering why her daughter screaming, and her I guess nobody knew she was in the other room, like the living room, and her daughter was coming in like some back door, and it was taking her down some stairs or something. I guess it was another way out, but the person like bodyguard their way in, grabbed the girl, like really was trying to kidnap her. She was a teenager, was trying to just snatch her up. And then her mama like grabbed something real quick in time to beat him up off of her. But she was lucky. Like, people was getting bold. People snatching kids out of their parents' hands. It's just getting weird. So, and the police don't come to ours there. I can't trust it. You do call the police. Oh, somebody stole my car. Sometimes they come the next day. So no, They come
Yeah,
and
they do. They
kill
come.
somebody on
You call the
street.
police in Milwaukee, they coming the next day. That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
like, and then the way they be looking, it be like, oh well, they really have this look in their eyes. Sometimes they don't be concerned because they see it so much. It's like they don't care. Like, yeah, it's your job to be able to, stomach certain things, so you can tell
Hmm.
they don't care.
Yeah, because they
I
done
just
got
feel like
immune to
getting
all the
harassed.
murders.
It was an automatic ticket. They got an automatic ticket for harassing me. I said in Milwaukee that wouldn't have happened. They would have basically just told me I'm on my own. But no, you gotta follow your heart, protect yourself by any means you
Yeah,
can.
to protect my babies. Cause they daddy ain't gonna play. You touch one of my somebody touch my kids, they gonna see the different side of me. Now all them niggas that's shooting up in Milwaukee ain't gonna, they gonna have to fear me.
So you even gotta protect your kids from the other parents sometimes. And that's starting to be scary. Like all
Yeah.
these kids dying in their parents' hands or their parents' significant other or just their parents. Like it's starting to get like real crazy, like what we starting to see. But I don't know. I do have to get back in tune because it got to the point where I was so overwhelmed spiritually, so I stepped away from everything. I was the happiest when I was doing tarot, like um, helping people. It was a lot. I was helping people with they
You say
past,
you was choking people?
loved ones past.
You say you was choking people?
I said I was helping people.
I thought you said you was. Oh, I was just up there choking people.
No,
You sound like damn. You so nonchalant with it.
no, nothing. That ain't me. I don't do stuff like that. If I feel like I gotta do that, I want you far away from me.
I think it's the reason why
But
God put all my kids in my hands.
yeah, sometimes you think like, dang, we struggling. That might not even be a struggle. You actually blessed. People are really struggling mentally. Like they losing it
Mm-hmm.
out here, and that's because some of them think they bigger than life, and it's because of what on the inside is starting to surface. They not right. They heart not right,
Mm-hmm.
and so now it's starting to show, and they allowing all these energies. Like I had a person that we know, they thought they was, more protected than anybody. And I tried to tell them, like, this spirit that you're feeling is not the spirit that you think it is. That spirit is a loving and caring spirit. This is a loved one you lost. You telling me that this person is with you, but this person is not evil. This person don't speak how you speak. This person don't think how you think. And you talking about evil shit, like, oh, they gonna take people out, this and that. Like this not even that energy that this person carries. So now you allow this demon, and I have to stop going over there because I'm like, this person is possessed. I really saw people possessed in real life, and it's not like on the movies. It's different. To where they voice sound different, they talk different, they walk different, and they start looking different. You start not to recognize them. You really start seeing something else in them. That's how you know. And I'm like, man, this girl thinks she's God. And like I told her, I said, oh, I'm protected. And this same person told me, I tried to help you. You very powerful. Now, yeah, I do believe this person did try, and I do believe they found out I'm very powerful because everything they wished on me backfired. They wish that I lose my kids. They wish I lose my house. They wish that I was mentally unstable. They wish that I went crazy and I lost my mind. Everything they wished on me, and that day they confessed, and I tried to light a prayer candle for them. I'm just like, it's a spiritual candle. So I tried to light that. This candle light, nothing wrong with the lighter or the candle. It always light when I light it. It would not light. And I said, ooh, I said, it must be too much negative energy. I was like, well, you in this house, you're protected, we're cleansed. This person gave me a hug and everything, apologized. But they probably really did, mean it. That same night, I promise you, that same night, something told me, leave my house. because they're going to try to come back there, or you don't want to be around when this happens. It's none of your business. Don't try to say this person leaves. So I left. I was supposed to go washing, and a friend was coming to get me to take me washing. I'm like, well, can I spend a night at your house? They like, yeah. So I'm like, I didn't even take anything to wash. I didn't even wash. I left. And they was like, what's wrong? Why you acting scared? I said, I don't know. Something bad is about to happen. I just know that I have to leave. And I have to trust that, spirit that came tell me, like, you need to leave right now. Get the kids stuff, leave for a few days. So I left. That same night, that person called me and was like, yeah, just, speaking in this demonic voice that they was talking, because they believe they went by another name. I'll discuss that with you later for privacy purposes. But you know of this name they were speaking of. Um, they were speaking of this name, calling themselves a different name, this entity or whatever. Um, and they was like, yeah. So I knew I wasn't talking to this person. I was talking to that other person that they call themselves. I could identify it, that spirit that was in them. I was able to identify it. So they're like, just to let you know, whatever I'm doing, just know I'm doing it for us. I'm going to save us. And this, and in my mind, I'm blocking, like, I'm thinking, like, you're not welcome here. Your energy not welcome here no more. I don't fuck with you. I'm saying this in my mind, like, because I had told this spirit before, I want you out of my life. I don't want nothing to do with you. I never want to see you again. But they ease their way back up in my life by tricking themselves with the person being in their right state of mind. And that's how they ended up back in my house to tell me that they hexed me. So that night I left and everything, they talking kind of off the wall, saying things that don't make sense, saying they trying to save me and they doing this for the family, and said, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, you don't have to be sorry. I was like, it's all right. You have nothing to be sorry about. And in my mind, I'm telling this spirit in my mind, but not out loud. Like, I'm protected. So whatever you think you're about to do is not about to happen. So that same night after they got off the phone with me, they snapped. I got a phone call in the morning, and they was telling me, oh, this happened around 12 o'clock at night. This happened around 11:30, 12. And I'm like, wow, this person was on the phone with me like 11:15. So you mean tell me they snapped right after that? So I didn't tell it to the person that called me. They was just like telling me, like, yeah, they, the police had to come. They did this, they did that. They was outside, butt ass naked. And I was like, what? So I'm like, wow. But I knew I wasn't too surprised because I knew something was about to happen. It wasn't meant for me to be around. It wasn't meant for me to save the other people in the house. It was meant for me to be far away. So this person couldn't use my name in that situation at all. Because when I tried to get this person help, they started telling the cops stupid things. Like, the cops didn't believe them. They was telling them stupid things. They was telling people in a family that I was sticking people onto them, sending people their way to do things to them, and causing them to be promiscuous. And I'm like, I had no idea you was having sex with all these random people. Have some people I didn't even know. Never saw, never heard of in my life, so how can I send them your way? And I'm not the one there coaching you to lay down with these people. So I was confused. It was just like a big burden was lifted. But I felt so bad for the other people in the house. I was like, dang, I feel so bad for them. They don't deserve that. What happened to them? They didn't even deserve to see that or be around that type of stuff. And these people was coming to ask me prior to that, please, can you come over? I'm like, no, I can't come over. I can't come in that house. Such and such don't want me there. They're not going to let me in. Can you just pretend? Can you make up something? Like, they was begging me for help, and I couldn't help them. I don't think it was meant. I think it was meant for everything to happen so they can be saved later from this person. And that's what happened. They safe now.
And what's so crazy about it, they listening to you now. They saying what's really crazy is that women are very connected to a source, and our intuition guides us, and we were taught not to trust our spirit energy. They all listening to you is like, this woman sounds very spiritual.
No, it was scary. Trust me, it was so scared. Oh my God! Sometimes I have to just pause because I be want to cry. But it's scared. It's scary because sometimes you don't want people to think you losing it. But everybody I told something and tried to warn, it ended up being too late when they finally wanted to listen to me. It ended up being too late for them, and I couldn't save them. But I also couldn't get that involved. But it scared me to the point where I was scared to be around people. I was scared to go outside because sometimes when you're trying to do good and you're trying to stop, save these people, those spirits will start to attack you. And that's what happened. Like stuff started happening to me when I was around her. Big things like started to happen like that. Man, I'm just grateful. I can say that I'm very protected because it could have been bad. It could have been real bad. And I just
Wait,
saw it coming.
she
But
said they burned us as witches because we knew things.
yeah, because people put a bad name on witches. Witches wasn't meant to cause harm to people. It was um they did light work, and witches became evil. I'm gonna say this around when slaves started teaching. They was, they had white friends, friends that maybe let's say the master daughter or something, people they get close to. Mm-hmm. They started teaching these people some of these things, and they turned it into evil. And so they started creating a cult, not a coven. Those are two different things. They started creating a cult and turned it into something because they knew the power of it. Anything, we all know, anything can be turned bad. Like just like a church, a preacher, he can be good and he also can be dangerous. But if he flips and he manipulates these people and these people believe in him, all he got to do is flip and he got them, in the palm of his hands. Like people use good things and turn it around and use it for bad all the time. So just like a drug that can help you to be good, also that drug can be used to, be abused at times. But yeah, it was hard, like seeing that with somebody you close to, and I kept seeing it over and over. And all these people was doing the same thing, to where they were sitting there talking to themselves or to someone right in front of me. And this girl did it. It was so hurtful to see her like that. Like she was such a beautiful soul, but she allowed something in by questioning too much, like not believing, the signs and the way she was going about things. I don't know how she got in that situation, but she was trafficked and everything. And so when she came to me, she was just so broken and damaged. And I didn't know how bad it was until she started talking to herself in front of my kids. And my kids started acting like, what's wrong with her? So I told them to just stay away. And I'm like, okay, now I got to get this girl out of here, because she called for help. Like, and, she had nowhere to go, and she was at a hotel stranded and using a computer. And I just wanted to make sure she lived to see her birthday. Her birthday was the next day. So everything she asked for, she just wanted a nice meal, and she wanted some wine to sip or whatever. And she wanted to chill and, just relax. And I did all of that, ran her a nice bath, water, everything. So she was good. But after a while, she just started talking to herself. And then she started saying things, talking to whoever was supposed to be next to her, talking to whatever that was, telling them that she's watching me and, she don't trust me. And so I told her, I said, well, I don't know what's going on, but that's not allowed here. That energy, that spirit, I said, it's not allowed here. Because I don't take that as a joke. But at first I thought she was playing. And something was like, take this girl serious. She is not playing. So I'm thinking, because I kind of wanted to laugh. I'm like, she playing with me. This can't be real. No, she really was talking. A lot of these people not schizophrenic. They are schizophrenic. I've seen people that's schizophrenic and they wasn't demonic, like, or they didn't have like this bad spirit around them. And, I been around people. I dealt with people and I worked around people who were schizophrenic. This was something different. So I had told her that's not allowed here. That spirit ain't allowed in here or nowhere near me. And she was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. They don't mean no harm. They just trying to protect me." I said, "Well, they don't need to protect you here. If you need protection here from me, you need to leave."
Right.
So it got to the point where I had to get her a ride, and I dropped her off at her room. She had food and everything, and she ended up stealing my son's phone or whatever like that. And I didn't know at the time, but I was just so happy to get her away from me. And I'm like, oh, I gotta stop trying to help, but I didn't know this. But it was like I felt like God showing me something like, see what you believe, stop doubting yourself. Because every time I doubt something, it gotta happen. Hold on.
Let me update. Let me update my boy, Taz. I woke up like an hour ago, took a nap. I had a dream of me getting shot up by my own cousin, a long distance cousin, but my long distance cousin was famous Dex. I don't know this nigga. We got into a fight at a gathering, and they've been shooting at me since. They was like shooting me, like 3 different occasions before I woke up to let the next one. Yeah, I was updating them. Well, this my laptop finna die, y'all. I'm finna get off this stream. Um, man, this was a good talk. Man, talk me out of it. I don't know why I've been having these dreams of getting killed, man. Like your baby daddy was the one that killed me in the second part.
That's weird.
That is weird, ain't it?
Yeah, like what? It's probably unfinished. All of that is unfinished business you probably have with people. Like maybe that conversation y'all had last, you didn't like that energy, or like what was going on. It could be that. Like sometimes when we feel like, you ever had somebody, a situation that happened or a conversation, and you like, man, if I can go back, I'll say this different, or I'll say, kill them with kindness, or I'll say it like this. Like sometimes we think back and wish we could have did things different. But sometimes it's meant to happen exactly the way it was done. And for you to just let those energies go, like stop feeling like you got something to prove to people that's not important. Like me, like I don't care to explain myself to people that's not important. Like we gotta tell that's a little spirit in itself. Like these people is not worth your time. Who are they? A lot of times you can't waste time on that. Like no matter what they say, how they judge you.
And it's messed up, man. And but when people say you got to do stuff to keep people hating on you, no, you don't want that. We know in Milwaukee, every nigga that posts money or some type of success on Facebook, he end up getting killed. They end up getting murdered. Like most of the people, when they be posting pictures of people that got killed in Milwaukee, everybody be getting killed, but mainly the people that be posting their money and stuff, they end up getting murdered. So with all this talking about letting people do something, make people hate, you don't want them to hate on you because they will come and get you.
Yeah, because some people live that life. They call them stick-up kids. They really live that lifestyle because they
want to continue the conversation. They send in $20 to continue the conversation. They like this. Y'all got this. Stay authentic and live in your truth. Shout out to Sophia Grace for $20. Sophia again, $20 again. She said, I hope you continue the conversation. She the one is agreeing with you. I guess she's a witch too.
You can stop calling people witches.
That's what she said. Witches is medicine, life.
But no, you know what I just did yesterday? That's crazy she brought that up because I did have a calling, and sometimes you'll get shaken up when you realize you have a calling and you accept that calling, but then you run from it. I ran from it when I lost my brother because I was experiencing so much from other people, helping other people in that situations like what I had, that I didn't want to face my own. It's like I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to. I just wanted to mourn normally, but I was afraid. And he really came to me before he died. He came to me. Well, I'm gonna say what I was about to say. I had changed my Facebook name back to an old name I used, and it's called Hood Witch. And Hood is actually my great grandmother's maiden name. So I always thought like, oh, it had like a double meaning to me. So I used to, I went back to that name basically. And I'm like, when I was working under that name or building that, I felt like I was the happiest. It was like good things, I could see things before they happen and avoid it. And when I listened to somebody, well, they really didn't convince me that much, but they were saying like, oh, Jesus wants you to do this and Jesus wants you to do that. And this person wasn't sure. And they was assuming that I didn't believe in God. I do, but when you hear me say God, or I use things like God or the devil, that's me identifying something to you.
Right.
You can understand it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that
that's what you believe it.
God, how you recognize God.
Right.
But it's letting me know your highest sources is how I can speak to people better. I feel like I can speak to them better when I use certain words that they can relate to. So that's why I would say that. Or that's how I would explain things. But my brother came to me. When he came to me, I was unpacking. I just moved into my house. Moved in on the 2nd. He passed on the 8th. So the day he passed, up until 30 minutes before I found out, he was coming through. I kept thinking about him. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call my brother, see what he's doing. And I didn't. I ignored it because usually when stuff like that happens, I'll call. So I ignored it, and I got to, unpacking the box. And I was like, oh, I found this box with, my good candles in it, my spiritual candles and stuff like that. I'm about to bless my house. And I was like, well, I'm going to do it later. So as I'm moving the box, there's a Ouija board on something else. The Ouija board tipped over. It was on a different box, not the box I had. It fell over. And I was like, ooh, Spirit trying to tell me something. Spirit trying to tell me I need to get back into, practice. I need to, get protected or something. Like, I need to connect with Spirit. That's how I took it. And so I picked up the board and I was like, not today, Spirit. I'll put you away. I'm going to get to you. And I was like, the last time I used this, my brother was there. Now, it was other people that was there. That was the last time I used the board. I never experienced anything bad with the board. By the way, I take it very serious and I respect it. I don't take it as a joke. And I think people have bad experiences because they allow certain energies in. So if you use it properly, no problem. I never experienced anything bad. So he the only one that came to my head. And I'm like, oh, my brother. Also, I'm going to just say his name. We call him DJ. So
he was on our live before. He was at the Black House before.
Yeah, something said it's okay to say his name. He like, it's okay. Like, it was meant for me to say it. Maybe that might stand out to somebody or whatever. But it was like, oh, DJ or whatever. I was like, oh, yeah, I use this with DJ. Nobody else came up for him, but it was other people there. Then I found these dreads. This guy whose hair I used to do, gave me his grandfather dreads who passed away. His name was DJ. The boy also passed away maybe a year prior to that. Maybe a year or two. I'm going to say like maybe a year or a year and a half prior to my brother passing. And I was like, I went in the bag. I'm like, oh, I got this boy DJ Dread. And I said, I never got a chance to put this in his head. I'm going to have to reach out to him. This is Spirit, like, letting me know, like, you have to reach out to DJ. He's in Spirit now. But I wasn't thinking. And so I found a little piece of his dread. I said, oh my God, I got some of his hair in here. I reconstructed his dread, so I must have kept a piece of his dread that I was going to attach later. But I did not know I had some of his hair in there as well. So I was like, oh, I'm going to put this up in a sacred place. And I said, you know what? I think Spirit want me to have this hair. It's not meant for me. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to give it back to him because he's not here anymore. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay. And I put it up or whatever. And I go in the room because at this point I was cooking. So I was like, oh, had the kids eat or whatever. We just got done. Well, actually, did I eat? I don't think I ate, but I fed the kids. And so I'm in the room putting stuff together, and I was taking a break. And I was playing a little game with the kids, and we laughing and joking. And I get a phone call, and my dad called. So it took him 3 times before he can tell me what happened. And he's like, oh, your sister was gone. And I'm like, what? He was like, she was gone all day. I was like, okay. And let me call you back. So I was like, all right. Then he called back again. And he's like, oh, yeah, like I was saying, your sister, Samaj, she was washing at her mom's house and she was gone all day and something happened at the house. And I'm like, and his voice started cracking. I'm like, is you okay? He like, no. I was like, what happened? He like, let me call you back. I was like, just tell me what happened. He was like, let me call you back. And he hung up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call DJ. That's what I said. I said, I'm going to call DJ. I said, he know what happened. That's exactly what I said. And I tried to call him. And he didn't answer. It rang, it went to voicemail. And then I texted him. I said, call me back, bro. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, well, he been at her house lately. He probably knows what's going on.
Right.
And then my dad called and told me what happened. And so I'm like, oh, my God, I couldn't believe it. It took a minute to sink in. I was crying for hours. That I'm calling, everybody I called was in a good mood, like I was. And so it let me know, like, when he left, like, he was in a good mood. Like, it was unexpected. It's like Spirit speaks to you in a certain way. So he like, no, I was doing good. I was fine until this happened. And so it took a long time for them to say what happened. It's a long story about everything, but I'm going to say you can't just trust your family like that, especially if they not themselves. So he was around two people that wasn't themselves, people that, like, I felt highly of, people that was, like, really good people, but they became junkies. And he wasn't a junkie. So you got to be careful, who you hang around, because you might, And I was thinking the whole time how nothing happened to them and something happened to you. And it's not even how you get down. You haven't been party like this. But it was just all bad. But I knew he was speaking to me from that moment. And it was certain details about himself that I had a dream about. That also came to me because I had questions. I'm like, what happened? And it's like, you know what happened. And everything I doubted about myself came to surface. Like, it just came to me. Like, I found out. Like, it was just a slap in the face. Like, you knew this already, but since you want to know, here it goes. But yeah, it was deep, and I couldn't believe that I wasn't catching on, but I was in a good mood. And I'm like, everybody had to call. I had to break the bad news too, and they was in a good mood. Like, usually it'd be normal. Oh, I ain't doing nothing, bored, or, some of them don't be in a good mood normally when I call them. But everybody I called was in a good mood that day. Like, they had something going on, and I was in a good mood. And I was just like, wow. So it just took a lot. And I was just happy I got to see my brother because I'm like, it was just crazy how my auntie gave me something. She gave me this table. And all them don't be furniture. So I accepted the furniture. If I would never got this furniture, I wouldn't have saw my brother that last time. So I think God made some things happen because he knew like what was talking. He knew it was going to happen. So yeah. But no, I've been seeing stuff. coming.
So ever since your brother been gone, like
I just ran away from everything spiritual. Like I didn't want to. I felt like I just felt too vulnerable, and um, I felt a little bitter about it, and I didn't want to be nice. And the reason why I had to step away spiritually because I didn't want to try to become something I wasn't. I didn't want to try to become a part of something I wasn't because we do embody, um, dark and light energy. And a lot of times our dark energy can be stronger.
answer the other phone. Yep.
So sometimes that energy can be stronger, than our light. Our dark energy can be stronger. And so I do know who I am. I do know what I'm capable of. And I just didn't want to be, I didn't want to allow certain energies in. I didn't want it to be willing. Like, it was like, uh, I felt like I didn't want to be good. You know how you like, fuck it. I just want to be bad. Like, I don't care. I want to do something to somebody. Like, it was kind of like that. I was going through the motions of when people mourn. You start thinking that you could have did something different. You start blaming others. You start blaming yourself. You just start, and then you get angry. It's like a bunch of different emotions you go through. And I was going through them too fast to where I was like, hold on, I don't want to allow certain spirits to come and take advantage of me. And, I end up doing something I regret, or doing something that's not of me. Because I believe in kind of letting things happen naturally. So I was getting signs that justice will be served. And these people is not going to go like that. It's like, it's going to be slow. It's going to affect them in a slow way, and it's going to eat them slow. So there is somebody suffering right now, and one of them, he's kind of like the head of all of this happening. He wasn't there. He didn't cause it himself, but he's the root of it.
Mm-hmm.
These are people that gave my sister drugs. This your favorite niece. So be careful when people talk about you their favorite, and they don't really like your grandmother or your mom like that, but all of a sudden you their favorite. You got to be careful, because people will come for your kids. So they don't like your parents or your grandparents. You be careful of them, because you don't know what they're trying to do to you. So these are all the people that hung out with my sister at 14 years old. Auntie's talking to her about sex, how to, date and all of that. How to put, giving her condoms, giving her weed, letting her drink. But they would tell me like, oh no, you stay away. You stay away. You seem like you a big mouth or something. You might talk too much. No, it wasn't that I was gonna talk too much in the first place. I wasn't gonna do none of that stuff. She was falling for it. Because I would be like, And, I tell her, don't drink that. That's alcohol. So they were telling me, like, you talk too much, basically. You can't hang with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes my dad, it took him a minute to catch on. But about time he caught on, it was too late. And she was already pregnant at 15. It was too late for him to try to stop what they was doing. So she was already, kind of growing up fast around them. Same people knew that she was addicted to perks. They was giving her whole script after they knew, what was going on with her. Like, and one time she lost her mind and she dropped all her kids off at the hospital. Said she didn't want them. They ended up finding the dad, and, police went to his house and dropped the kids off there. Long story short. But she's been struggling with this addiction for years, and all they do is say, she good. She can manage. And so I'm like, your favorite auntie will sell you a script knowing that you addicted, and you tried to go to rehab on her own. She went to rehab on her own and all of that, and she was good. She was off for it for a little bit. But they the ones hanging and dangling in your face. And she's supposed to be, she a good church-going woman and things like that. That's why I have a hard time trusting Christians, because only they sin is forgiven because they go to church, and that's not right. Like a sin is a sin. I feel like you're gonna suffer more praying in the house of God, saying, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I repent all the time. I go to church to wash it away." Yeah, it's the same thing. I feel like you're gonna suffer more than the people in the street who actually doing it because you playing a game. But her and her brother, they my dad, and uncle, so they my great and uncle. But no, he in the hospital right now, and been back and forth in the hospital. And I saw this happening. Like I had a dream about him being in the hospital and him being in a coma, and he was speaking to me and was like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "What are you sorry for?" And he was like, "Everything." But it never got into details. It's the same man that didn't speak to me at my brother's funeral, and he avoided me. All these people, they avoided me. So it felt so weird to where I knew they knew I can see right through them. They were scared to approach me. And half of my dad's side of the family was scared. The ones they were scared to come to the funeral, but they came to the burial site, standing on the outskirts of it. They came to the repast after mostly everybody left, or my mama's side of the family left. They just wanted to peek and see who was there. So like even the closest people that was supposed to be to us didn't show. Like they were scared. They was hiding from something. And when I was looking at them, if I look at them, they just put their head down and look the other way. And I'm like, what? Like it's like they knew. Like they knew. And they was just too scared to face me. But I don't know.
They probably
I
did.
was
It's probably something happened on
working.
an accident, probably.
No, yeah. But my sister would test people out because she did it to him before. You know, this is a person that was telling me not to take my sleep meds. Like, don't take that stuff, man. That stuff poison. Don't take no pills. He took drugs serious. He barely drinks. He'll drink one drink to do it for him. He lightweight, so he would barely drink. Now he'll smoke some weed or whatever, but when the people found him, they said they don't know how the poison got into him, but it killed him instantly. And then they said it was something to put a horse down. It's like the drug that I forget, but the autopsy was like it was fentanyl and something to put an animal down. And I'm like, wow, how would somebody get a hold of that? But here's my sister. She kept saying, I wish I could have stopped it. I wish I could have stopped it. I believe the worst come to worst, if he was stressed, Rich would be crazy to me because how happy he was when I saw him. How happy he was like, yeah, I'm putting it together. You know, I'm working with such and such. You know, my sister baby daddy was working on the little clothes and shoes business, and he was happy because he had some money. He like, yeah, you know, I got this money coming. I'm so happy. Like, you know, he was like, man, I'm about to. He was happy about it because he always wanted to design shoes and get into fashion. That was him. Like he used to like try to refurbish shoes and things like that, practice on old shoes and stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, you know, this can go a long way. Like I can customize shoes and I can do this. And I was like, yeah. So he wanted me to join in on him and in with him. And I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, because I know you know how to customize clothes and stuff. I was like, yeah, we can team up. So he had this whole plan. So I'm like, for him to pop a pill, she was trying to say that he was depressed, that she think he committed suicide, which is not like him. Why would somebody kill themselves in your basement while your kid's there? This is not him. Why wouldn't he go to a park if he was going to kill himself? You went from he killed himself to he told me he was doing some things. He was into some things. I was like what? What was he into? She couldn't tell me. I don't know. But then I come to find out from his girlfriend, this girl he helped, and eventually he started dating her. He helped her get off of drugs. So this is a person that helped somebody else get off of drugs, and took him to the program and was going through the programs with him. And she was speaking nothing highly of him and said she OD'd off something my sister gave him. And that's when he stopped dealing with my sister for a while. And also, after my grandmother passed, he was mourning about that. She was like, well, he did take, a purse. She gave him a fake purse and he OD'd. But your cousin